Oh, God.
There we go.
You think my burps are gross? That was a full-hearted one. Tequila this early is not, or mezcal this early, I don't know. It's a questionable call.
I mean, it's not that early, but it's early enough.
It's early enough for me, man. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Best of Five, featuring myself.
And see, Jory, that's how you do it.
Fucking Jory. Hope you guys enjoyed the last episode. It was kind of a shit show, wasn't it?
It was pretty funny. I enjoyed it.
Edgar didn't talk at all.
Yeah, and he's hiding behind his microphone like this the whole time.
We should start talking like this.
Yeah, just start talking right here like this. And
For those who can't see us, we're not talking to the mic, which is rule number one about talking in mics.
Yeah, rule number one about recording a podcast: talk into the microphone.
This thing gets a penis and you got to suck it. But you're not sucking it. You're just talking into it.
Yeah. You could do that.
It's actually a terrible analogy. Now
yeah. That's fine. Everything's fine.
It's a pretty terrible. Yeah, that's a really bad analogy.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Because if you're gonna suck it, you're gonna.
Like this.
And demonetized immediately.
I mean, were we even monetized?
You guys are monetized?
We're getting paid for this?
No.
Chris has been hiding the money.
Yeah, dude.
For all
$8.
All $8. Thank you guys for donating and watching the $8 to our cause. Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. Hopefully we'll have some fun with this one.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't already, make sure you check out the link to our show that we're throwing on the 29th of September.
Next week.
Yes.
Next week. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited for that one. Yeah, we had practice the other day, and it was so weird.
Playing in a band again?
Playing in a band, but also just like the people that I have in this band, like very, very talented.
It's a strange mix-up.
Way more talented than me, but like...
Yeah, but that's not hard.
There's like, it's just, having a fiddle as a lead is something that's it's kind of cool, but it's also like, how do we figure that out, But no, I'm excited. It'll be
Should
good
get
time.
him a distortion pedal.
I kind of want to. I told him I was just giving my loop pedal and could just loop all this shit.
That'd be funny.
It has distortion on there.
Well,
so maybe.
Get to it.
So yeah, September 29th, tickets are available on tiny.cc/defeatstheporp.
It'll be
what I called it.
This direction.
Yeah, sure. So check it out. Unless you're watching this, and then just type that in somewhere in your browser.
It'll be in the description.
In your iPhone, Android, or whatever other things exist that I don't know about. Yeah. Your Hawaii. What's that Chinese company that can't be here?
Oh yeah, it's like HUAI.
Hawaii. I don't know.
You want to try one more time?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Right. Well, anyway, probably should move on to the next round before G continues to be more racist.
Next round? You mean the first round?
Well, the round.
Let's do it.
Round one.
All right, you guys. First subject. After all the trial and errors.
Oh man, this is going to be a doozy.
I don't know. It'll be easy. Maybe. No, I'll make it worse. First subject is going to be sex ed. Sexual education with ed.
Yes.
So sex ed, yeah.
Yeah, so I remember, don't touch my shit.
Fucking push and play.
The first time I took a form of sex ed was more so like...
I was going to go somewhere else. First time I took a
form of sex ed, I believe was in 5th grade. Because then they like teach you about puberty and stuff.
I think mine was in 6th grade in middle school.
Yeah, and they give you like deodorant and a razor or something like to shave your face. And I'm like, this is weird. And they give girls like tampons or something. I don't remember
that.
Yeah, I wasn't part of the girl one, obviously. But
well,
yeah. And then I don't think we had to watch like videos or anything. We just learned about like boners, if I remember correctly.
So my first experience with sexual education was not even in school.
Wow.
My mom.
It was Jesus.
It was actually my mother. My mom had this theory, and I don't blame her for this. I think I get it. She said like, I'd rather have you learn about it like when you're younger to understand it. So like I remember I was like fucking like 8, and like she told me like, yeah, like this is like where babies come from. Like this is how it happens. Like I remember watching a fucking birthing video when I was 8.
Neat.
Fucking, I mean, whatever. Like it's.
I didn't have to watch the birthing video until 9th grade. Health.
Yeah, it's fucking shit's gross. Oh, I'm never having kids, Mom. Thanks. You're never going to be a grandmother from me, Mom.
I already had a kid by then, so I was like, whatever.
Yeah, you're like,
No,
oh yeah. You're like, that's fucking.
It was the year later. I was like, that's what it looks like. I want to do that. No, I'm just kidding.
What's the Family Guy joke?
I have no idea, but I'm
This
excited.
is my favorite. He's like, he's like, I don't want to see, because Joe's wife is having a baby.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, you're telling me you didn't see any of your kids' like your kids' birthing? He's like, no, I didn't see that. This looks disgusting. It's like, describe it to me. And then Cleveland's like, you ever see a horse blink its eye?
And we're off track already.
No, it's still sex ed.
Oh God, that was.
And I was like, oh yeah, that does look like that.
Yeah. All right.
And then it's funny because like she's like giving birth, and then the doctor's like, all right, here comes the wheelchair, and it's a baby wheelchair, and then it's like the actual kid because Joe is in a wheelchair.
Yeah, no,
Sorry,
I got it.
Wasn't sure people knew who Joe was.
I got it. Yeah.
So that was my first experience, was like when I was 8. My mom was just very adamant of like, I just want you to know.
Yeah, that's fair.
But apparently when I watched porn, it was frowned upon.
Because it's educational too, right?
Oh yeah, I learned so much.
Yeah, I learned all of it.
I learned things I definitely don't want to do. But also, yeah, it's kinda,
like the real class where you watch the birthing video didn't really happen until high school. So that's the horror stories or per se of what everyone always talks
I wonder
about.
if they do that shit still. But I remember we were like in 6th or 7th grade.
I don't know. I can ask Morgan.
You should ask her.
She's a senior now, so she would have. Yeah, she would have taken it.
Just call
She's
her at
in
school.
class.
Yeah,
dude.
call her. Just be like, it's an emergency.
It's an emergency.
Have you seen a birthing video at school? Okay, cool. Thanks.
All
Bye.
right, cool.
So fucking funny. No, so yeah, 6th and so I think it's 6th or 7th grade. I remember we got like a diagram of like genitals. I remember that, and I was like, everyone was just so uncomfortable. I can imagine being the teacher teaching that shit.
Yeah. I mean, they probably, but
graders.
they do it year after year, so it's like, yeah, whatever.
It's like, yeah, and then like the test is like, all right, like name parts of like the fucking genitals, and you're
testes.
like that's all a dick. I don't know what you're
Yeah.
dick and balls.
That's my no zone.
Yeah, that's where my uncle touches me.
God
So then
damn it.
high
I knew
school-
this was going to happen.
So then high school, I had Mr. Weiniger as no, not Mr. Weiniger. It was the creepy softball coach.
I don't know who that was.
You like 10 years ago.
I don't know who that was. I don't know who would coach softball.
I think he got in trouble for like peeping toms and shit like that.
Sick.
And so he did the whole like, look, a condom won't break. Like put it all over his arm and shit. And then they were really adamant about teaching us about abstinence. I remember that.
Did that? I don't remember any of it specifically.
Because they would scare us with the whole STD thing, which obviously is a real thing.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't be like, get tested, like they're like, yeah, well, if you're gonna do it, like wear a condom instead of, but they're like, but the safest thing to do is to not do it at all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not.
I think that's the only way. Yeah, I think that's the only way it like gets approved to teach in school.
Is by promoting abstinence more than anything.
Yeah. Which abstinence does not work.
I mean,
that's the worst form of sex education.
It works for those that are able to do it, but I'll tell you,
But
man,
I'm sorry,
when you're a teenager,
but teaching abstinence doesn't work.
it's really rebellious.
Yeah,
for sure.
it doesn't work at all. It's like literally the least.
Like, don't do it, but if you're going to, like,
Yeah,
do this shit, like, be safe.
if you don't do it, but if you're going to, don't do it. But if you do it, you're going to hell. But also do it this way
yeah,
by not doing it.
yeah. I remember like the whole. I don't know why. Like we need to break the stigma of like condoms. Like they don't feel the same. Which yeah, they don't. But but it doesn't fucking matter, man.
Yeah.
I still get happy. And
We're talking about your personal experience now, or still education?
this is education because I'm
Okay.
saying like definitely use condoms.
Yeah.
Like it might not feel as good, but it still feels fucking good.
Sure. Yeah.
What do you mean, sure, sir?
I mean,
Well, I guess you do have a kid that's a senior in high school, so
yeah, man.
you should have taken that class before you.
I'm just
your
not,
pants, sir.
I'm just not. I did. I took it the year before.
Oh, you're like, oh, okay, I know what to do.
Yeah. I'm just not going to make comments on if it's better or worse with or without, because that's not my place to tell anybody.
I mean, I haven't used a condom in fucking a while, so
Yeah. I mean, and also you've been married for a year. Mm-hmm. So
don't have sex anymore. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Don't worry about it. Fuck you guys. Don't fucking get to my personal life.
I knew this was going to happen.
So sex,
I knew it was going to get squirrely.
I will say, learning about the women, like a woman's anatomy, really made me uncomfortable because I just like I don't know what it looks like when I was
Just like at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. And like, I believe there's still dudes out there that have no idea.
Oh, dude,
Like
there's
the parts.
I read this story. Like it was like it's
So does sex education actually work? Apparently not.
I guess it's just how like the biggest problem is how do you reach these kids?
Yeah.
how do you really contact with these kids and be like, listen, you're gonna feel a certain way. Feelings are gonna come by. Like, you know, avoid it if you can, but if you can't,
Yeah. And also like kind of on that same note, like how there's so much like uncomfortableness with like teenagers or just like girls in general starting their period, and they're like they whisper like to their friends, "Hey, you have some stuff I can use? I'm starting my period," and it's like, yo, just fucking ask, dude. It happens every single lady.
Yeah, it's important to just destigmatize that as well because it's like it feels like it's a terrible analogy, and I'm just gonna go with it.
A horse blinking his eye.
It feels like a horse blinking his eye. No, it's like. I don't know. You ever feel like you have like a really bad like stomach ache and like everyone poops, and I think that's like one of those things where like not everyone like I have a hard time just believing that sometimes. I'm just like, no, like you really think Beyonce poops? Like, yeah, she absolutely does. Does she at least eat like once really bad and like has like really bad diarrhea? Yeah,
lactose intolerant. Eats ice cream for no reason.
And so it's just like things like that. It's like it's really taboo to talk about like things that happen to everybody.
Yeah,
and so it's kind of like.
Yeah, like normal bodily functions.
I would say it probably does
speaking
suck.
Of bodily function.
Yeah, that was really gross.
Well, there's that.
I would say it probably does suck being a woman sometimes because there is that like I can't be comfortable just to like bleed from your vagina like monthly. But not only that, but just having that stigma of like this is embarrassing when it like happens naturally. Mm-hmm. Guys are like, oh, I had a wet dream. Fuck yeah.
Okay. I don't know what the correlation came to.
I'm just saying like it like the equivalent. It's not the equivalent at all. I'm just saying.
I was like, okay.
Like women are fucking heroes, man. They're warriors. They deal with a lot of shit, and it just gotta suck sometimes to be them.
Based,
huh?
Based. Anyway,
I grew up with all women, man. I'm just saying, fucking, it's gotta suck.
Yeah,
that's why they're so grumpy with me, and I'm cool with it. I'm like, you guys, can't be easy.
Like, so I was just like, yeah, they're all grumpy with you. There's one common denominator there, G. It's you.
Nah, dude. My sisters resented me like on all their pregnancies.
Okay.
Like I was just the target. I was the only male. I was like, I get it, man.
Beat the shit out of you for no reason.
They're like, you're fucking annoying. I was like, I didn't say anything. And they're just
like I can hear you breathing. Anyway, moving on to round number 2.
I love my sisters and whatnot, but yeah, they weren't really mean.
There's a bug.
Where's the sad music? Fuck.
That's not even the right board. That's why you're not allowed to touch it. That's not even.
All right.
Stop.
Round 2.
Round 2.
And then we go back to my house. All right, Chris.
Oh yeah.
What's the second subject?
The second subject is NFL in 25 years. The NFL in 25 years.
That'll be fine.
They're all going to be in bubbles because the woke liberal agenda is going to take over and violence is now outlawed.
I like that woke just means liberal.
I know, right?
Which is not. I bet you black people are just like, dude, stop changing our words and what they mean. God damn it.
I don't think it's going to be much different. Like, there's going to be like probably some player safety rule changes. Maybe
I don't think it would be as popular, honestly.
Regulation. I doubt it.
I don't think it'll be as popular.
I think it's going to be just as popular it is now.
It's going to be as popular as NASCAR.
NASCAR is super popular
with the specific demographic.
Yeah,
yeah.
But it's like like every NASCAR event is pretty much sold out.
Tom Brady's going to be playing for sure.
Tom Brady will be what, 80 in 25 years?
No, he'll be.
How old is Tom Brady?
He'll be 60. He'll be 65, 68. He'll be in his mid 60s. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, I thought he was like 45.
I think he's 45.
So your math is incorrect. So he'll be 70.
Well, you said 80, so meet in the middle. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really watch it as much. I did watch week 1 because it was like Cowboys were playing Sunday Night Football, and I was like, all right, like there's nothing to do. Let me just fucking sit down and watch this shit.
And then they absolutely destroyed.
Dude, that was insane.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah, and I was like watching it. It's crazy because I don't get as hyped as I used to. I was just kind of like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. I think that the Cowboys will win at least one within 25 years.
Yeah,
they're overdue. They should at least win one. I also could care less because Jerry Jones will still be owning the fucking team probably.
He'll be dead.
He'll still be alive somehow.
He'll be like frozen in head in a jar.
Yeah, it'll be Futurama shit for sure.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I don't think the sport has evolved too much in the 100 years that it's been doing.
I will say that I think the culture of NFL is going to change a lot.
Yeah,
and I think and I hate to be this overconfident, but I think it's because there's one specific coach that's changing the way we play the game.
Okay,
good old Coach Prime, man.
Oh, you're talking about you have a fly in your.
Oh yeah, but he's gonna. Oh god, fuck off, fly. I was like, I thought it was right here. He's gonna play. He's gonna coach the NFL. There's no doubt.
Yeah,
There's no
probably.
doubt that he's not gonna coach the NFL.
It depends what he see. And like, I haven't watched the NFL in a while. Like since the Broncos lost badly in that one Super Bowl was the last time I like watched NFL.
Yeah,
What was that, Super Bowl 40?
it was 2014,
Yeah. So I haven't
2013 actually.
So that's the last time I watched it kind of like regularly. And then before that, I didn't watch it regularly after like 2004.
Yeah, the pandemic really
So-
kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is actually kind of boring. Like the fans like add way more excitement than the actual play does.
Yeah. And I don't know. I find football boring to watch anyway.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm just like, man, it's like run around, hit somebody, run around, hit somebody. Oh, you didn't get enough. So now they have to kick it away.
Yeah.
See you later.
I also feel like for some reason, I think the 90s were probably like the peak in like NFL. I'll say that. Maybe I might be wrong, but there was so much more drama with the 90s. So it felt more like a soap opera when you watched
It was
the game,
also
right?
like a lot looser, so people could like target and like just absolutely wreck someone's life.
yeah. And
So you know
everyone's
that
fine
kind of
with it.
stuff, yeah. And they're like, "Oh, that's football right there." I'm like, "Dude, you just like severed this dude's spinal cord. He's never gonna walk again." Like, congratulations, football.
Yeah.
Good work.
I think I'll decline it in popularity. I really do.
Yeah.
I think it already kind of is, honestly.
See, and like I don't think it is. I think people are just saying like, "Yeah, fuck football. I don't watch football anymore." But then they like watch football still.
The only problem with that is that there's so many
They're
more
in the
sports.
closet about football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many sports out there that are I think on the up and up that I think is just going to make it hard for the NFL to compete, especially because they only play once a week.
Yeah, but there's 3 games a week. So it's still like you're getting your full.
Yeah, but that means you got to follow multiple teams and shit.
Yeah, but if you like a sport, you watch the sport, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I will say that I think college football will begin to be more entertaining and more of like a
College
viewership.
football's always been more entertaining.
No, but I think it'll be more popular. I think there is like this like change in it because sometimes I don't know. I also think that when you put money into sports, because I think sports are kind of in a decline right now because it's more about the money than it is about the performance, and like
I
that
agree.
shit just sucks. So
Yeah, like it's hurting baseball more than helping with how much money is getting pumped into it. Because there are teams that are literally like technically losing money every season because they pay their players out so much. And it's like, well, shit.
yeah, but I also think that there'll come a point where you can have all your all stars in one area. That you're gonna have a team that's like a fucking farm team beat them because there comes a point where
So the Angels?
no, not the Angels or the Rockies. It's gonna be some fucking it's gonna be the Paso Chihuahuas.
Well, no, I'm saying the Angels are going to lose.
Oh yeah.
That's what they would do.
That's exactly
Yeah.
Because there comes a point where yes, talent is everything, but if you have more talent than you have extra chemistry or teamwork, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because I mean, it's getting a little away from football, but like the Angels have like the 2 best players in baseball in the last like 20 years on the same team, and they can't string together shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like yeah, you need to have your star player. Even with football, like I think there's even wide receivers who are tired of like. I heard a quote the other day. I forgot who it was from, but they're like, a team needs to worry to get their receivers to get catches and have a quarterback that gives the receivers the passes. You don't have to worry about the quarterback as much as you have to worry about the receivers getting those catches.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like you guys are focusing on the star, which is like the quarterback, which I totally get, the general, whatever, but there's way more important things that go into it. Like people are focusing now more on defense than ever because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, as long as we can beat any line, we can beat any team.
That's fair. Yeah.
Unless you're
That's very
Russell
true.
Wilson in the Broncos and you can't
Yeah.
fucking...
Dude, I actually didn't watch that game, but then I watched like a clip of the Manning cast watching that game, and it was like the last 20 seconds where they yipped the fucking field goal or whatever. Sorry, spoilers. And Peyton Manning the whole time is like,
Oh, that was last year.
Call a timeout. Call a timeout.
Yeah, that was last
and I
year.
was just
Yeah,
like, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be better, but I don't know if Russell Wilson's going to be your guys' fucking quarterback, honestly. I don't think he's probably... Yeah, I don't know. You're paying him too much and you have to start him, which sucks, but he's not as good as he used to be.
Yeah.
Or was he ever actually really good?
Yeah, he was never really that good, I don't think.
Was it the team that carried him, like, teamwork kind of thing?
Yeah. I mean, the Broncos beat him.
No, the Broncos lost to them. And then they lost to the Patriots because they didn't give it to Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
the Broncos beat the Panthers.
Yeah.
Because fuck the Panthers.
Yeah. Anyway, that's time.
So 20 years from now, I think it's not going to be as popular. What do you think?
I still think it's going to be relatively the same, to be completely honest. I just think more people are going to be in the closet about being a football fan.
I'll say there'll be probably 3 teams that have moved somewhere else.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely happening.
Jacksonville. There'll be a team in London for sure in 25 years.
I think there'll be a NFL team in Canada.
Maybe.
I definitely think
they like
there'll
the
be.
CFL over there.
Yeah.
Which, again, it's not really. It's all about hockey.
Yeah. But I definitely think there'll be an NFL team in Canada.
Yeah, because I think the prospects right now are like Mexico City and London are like 2 targets for that, which would be fucking sick to go to Mexico City and watch a football game.
Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, the elevation. I'm like, bro, it's like 7 Gs.
It's pretty high
It's
up
just
there.
like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, like you think we're fucking high. They're at least 2,000 like feet higher than we are.
But I mean, like,
Or
yes, and they're, because I think, where's Mile High? Do you know the elevation on Mile High?
I think it's 5280. Yeah, because they have. Oh no,
It's like it's like probably 5,000.
So if you see the orange around
it's
Mile High,
it's probably 5,000 then. So it's probably 2
oh
grand.
no, it's probably like 51.
Like field level.
Yeah, it's about 51 probably.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe just 52. It's probably just 80 feet from that point to that
Nah,
point.
dude, that's like 200 feet in the air.
Huh?
The top of the stadium where the orange thing is?
That's not the top. That's Coors Field.
But no, where the orange thing is, it's like at the top of the ring.
It's
isn't
like
it?
it's in the first. It's in the first bowl, the first level.
Oh, I thought it was the top of the ring.
Coors Field is the purple. That's on top.
I know.
But yeah, no, this one I think is lower. Actually, well, we know everything. Hold on.
Anyway.
Well, I'll check. Well,
That was time.
we're moving around.
Yeah, we're moving on.
Round 3.
All right, y'all. Third subject is 90s toys. Sorry for those
90s
listening.
toys. 90s toys.
90s toys. We grew up in the 90s, and so we remember vaguely what we used to enjoy or what we wanted,
Yeah.
and what was on layaway. Layaway was the thing.
Well,
back
I
in
mean,
the day.
like, most of the toys that I even grew up with were, like, all my brother's old toys.
So you got hand-me-downs from the 80s.
Yeah. But with that
You're
still
playing,
being
like,
said...
you're playing with like Stretch Armstrong in fucking 97.
Yeah, dude. The G.I. Joes that were all broken, missing pieces and shit.
That's amazing.
But yeah, I still do remember like some stuff. Like I kind of always hated it because it was like you couldn't play football with it, but like that Vortex Nerf ball with the fin on it that you threw it and goes.
Yeah, it went farther because it actually like made it spin.
Yeah. I remember that, and I was like, it was super hard.
No one could ever catch it.
Yeah, it was super hard to catch, and when someone did catch it, they'd catch it by like the tail and just rip all the fins off.
Yeah, ruin it.
And I'm just like, God damn it, fuck you, man.
Yeah, because be playing 500.
Yeah. And then you just
500,
throw it
dude.
straight in the air.
You're all dead. Cherry bomb. Fucking shit.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's stupid. I think cherry bomb was just like whoever grabs it has it.
Okay.
It's like cherry bomb 300.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have to catch it?
Yeah, you just.
Okay.
I think that's what it was. I might be wrong with that, but yeah, someone stat check me.
Yeah. I haven't even thought about the game 500 in years.
I think I try to play it as much as I can when I have a football and there's like a bunch of people around.
Yeah.
I'm like 100 and then no one catches it. Like, fuck you guys.
So I'm bringing a football tonight to Morgan's little team meeting because she's quarterback for the Powder Puff. I don't know if I told you
That's
that.
right. Yeah.
But I might bust out the 500. I might bust out the 500 tonight
Do it.
with a bunch of softball girls who've never caught a football.
Cherry bomb, I think you said what the number is after they catch it. You go like 300 dead or alive. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
The dead or alive was
dead or alive is when it hit the ground.
You're like 500 dead or alive and just drop it right there. Then everyone fucking runs.
Yeah, runs.
Oh, to be a kid.
All right. Anyway.
So definitely anything Nerf or nothing. I remember laser tag. I wanted to do that so bad.
Oh yeah, dude. But like,
They were fucking ass
it
probably.
was yeah. Shit. I just had this and I lost it. Oh. Did you ever have well, you probably didn't because your mom didn't like guns, but super soakers?
Oh yeah, I definitely didn't have any.
Yeah, but like you remember like the commercials?
I do. I was so jealous. I was like,
and
I want all this shit.
I was like, what the fuck, dude? Well, my brothers were hoodlums, so like my parents would never buy that, but then my brother would just like bring home like the most ridiculously giant whatever toy just to spite my parents. Like I got this super soaker. It was called like a whatever Gigatron XL because it had a huge like water. It had like a half-gallon water tank.
yeah.
And like you could pump it up and you could like shoot through paper. I was just like,
Yeah, I remember that
This
shit.
is dangerous. And of course I shot people all the time.
Speaking of super soakers, please do me the favor of Googling super soaker and then just Mormon, and then you're welcome.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's called soaking.
Well, no, but there's such a thing as super soaking.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look it up.
Neat. Anyway.
Yeah, Kirk and Sally, look it up. Don't look it up, please. Please don't look it up. Furbies were.
Oh yeah.
So I never had a Furby, but my sister Laura, I think when she first got her job, or I don't know how she ended up with. She ended up with a Furby that spoke Spanish.
There's a Switch.
Is there a Switch?
Yeah,
I thought it was just like a specific one. That you just get.
Yeah, no, because my niece had one, and there's a Switch on it. Because I always used to switch it to Spanish all the time to piss her off.
Yeah, because they were supposed to evolve, right?
Ish. I think they learned stuff, like learned language.
Yeah.
You know, Furbies were banned from the Pentagon. That's a fun fact if you guys didn't know that. Yeah, Furbies were banned from the Pentagon because they're recording devices, basically.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, who the fuck is just going to like try to steal national secret? Oh, here, don't worry about this. Let me put this on the table. Boop. And like, you have to like touch its tongue or its beak or something. I don't remember how you start it.
Things are fucking
and then all of a sudden
scary.
it's like, Furby! And it's like, oh, that's not going to be distracting or super obvious that you're trying to steal information. But whatever.
I just remember the Furby used to go,
Yeah.
Tengo frio. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah, then
Fucking scary motherfuckers.
yeah. Have you ever seen the de-skinned Furbies?
Oh, they're so terrifying.
Or like the
Just like a skeleton of the Furby or whatever.
yeah, and then they also have ones that are called like just extra long Furbies that are like they have like a snake body but the same like Furby face. It's crazy. They're hilarious.
So you know what's funny? That was the era of Tickle Me Elmo.
Oh yeah,
And I remember
I was a little too old for that.
we
at
were
the time,
we were
yeah.
too, but for some reason I just remember my dad had like an obsession with like Elmo, and so we bought him a Tickle Me Elmo.
Oh really?
Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah, those things fucking sold like fucking crazy. Beanie Babies were another thing that.
Yeah, I remember Beanie Babies. Do you remember the little pocket, the Gigapets?
Oh, we had the Tamagotchis.
Oh yeah, same. Yeah.
It was Gigapets and Tamagotchis, I think is what it was, and yeah, you would hit the dog so much that it would just run away.
Yeah, you could hit a dog.
Yeah, on the Tamagotchi, you would
I didn't know you could fucking abuse animals
you were
on it.
Well, it's not real, so it's not abuse. You would spank the dog enough, and it would like walk with the fucking like hobo like
And just leave.
thing, yeah, and just like leave. So you have to reset.
I remember
it and
those
start
got
over.
banned from like my school.
And now
'cause-
they have sound folds. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I had a T-Rex, I think, that I could never keep alive because I was at school all day.
Or chia.
That wasn't really a toy. That was just like a suburban
Hey,
white woman thing.
You gave fucking Scooby Doo an afro, okay? That's a fucking toy.
I guess, dude. You have to like rub the paste on it.
Yeah, for real.
Gross.
Mousetrap was one of the games I wish I always played and never played.
Oh, the
never played
board
that.
game. I played that game once at like a friend's house, but like, you know, if kids have something, they don't really, they're like, oh yeah, we played this. We don't really like it or whatever. Yeah, we can play it, I guess, but they were like super not into it. Half the shit was broken because it takes like 40 minutes to fucking just set up all the traps.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, it's not really that fun, whatever. And I played it and it was like the worst experience ever.
It just looks so fun on the TV. Man, I'll say 90s commercials, like 90s and like Millennium commercials for fucking toys were the shit.
Should we start a Patreon and just play a bunch of board games against each other?
Oh, that'd be so bad.
Yeah, I think so. Just
I,
like,
I would lose every time because I don't like.
but like,
I
yeah,
don't like
but
critical
like,
thinking.
but like Mousetrap, not like chess. Like we play shit where it's like complete chance that you win.
Or do like a don't bring a gun to a chess fight. Just lay down a gun. I win.
Yeah.
Yeah, sock and boppums. Sock and boppers.
Oh, the fucking balloons that you just punch people with.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
fucking
Sock and bopper, sock
Dude,
and bopper.
that was a time to fucking write fucking hooks for fucking jingles for sure.
Dude, just think the person like writing the sock is like sock and bopper.
What the fuck is this product called?
Yeah, like
damn
what
it.
is this? Did you ever? It's like the Polly Pocket, but for boys. It's called like Mighty Max or something like that.
I vaguely remember
Because
that.
like you'd get like this thing, and it's like shaped. Well, the one that I had is shaped like a skull or something. And you're like on Skull Island, and you open it up, and there's like a boss character and Mighty Max and like a vehicle, and it's like, I don't know.
Oh, I think I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, and it like supposed to fit in your backpack, and you can just open it up and start playing with it. Yeah.
I think I remember also like toys that were from movies, and they always had like you can shoot webs out of this, and it was just like this white thing just coming out. Yeah, get back to
Sorry.
him.
Yeah, get back to him. Sorry, that distracted me. For some reason, have you ever seen the movie Demo? 1 second, please.
Please stand by. Your call is very valuable to us. Please stay on the line for your next representative. All right, and we're back.
So what I was saying, do you remember that movie Demolition Man?
So fucking stupid. Yes, I do.
It's
The
so
three clamshells?
yeah, basically it's like rated R and it's not a child movie at all, right?
Yeah.
I remember I had Demolition Man toys for some fucking reason.
Nice.
And it was like, how can you make toys out of a movie that's not a kid's movie? That's a super 90s thing. And I also had like Alien toys. That was not a kid's movie. I also had like Judge Dredd toys and RoboCop toys.
Was it one of those
That's
things
not
where,
a
like,
kid's movie.
was
Do you remember the original RoboCop? Mm-hmm. It's violent.
Oh, yeah.
Violent. Yet they made kids toys for some reason.
That's fucking wild.
Anyway.
90s were the beginning of like, man, let them watch that shit.
Yeah, dude.
And now we have like Reddit, which just has like the most desensitized shit you can ever watch.
I know, man. You remember all that shitty websites we used to go to as children? Like rotten.com.
Not
You'd
me.
see like the most fucked up pictures
Nah,
ever.
man, I couldn't do it.
Anyway, moving on.
There's actually this page on Facebook, the Tasteless Gentleman. I used to watch them quite a bit. They're just really funny memes. And they actually have like a private like thing. And like on fucking Facebook, you can join this thing, like this like private group, and there'll be like fucking videos of like people getting decapitated and like
Sick.
yeah, I'm like, yo, I don't know why people are okay with watching this
Yeah.
shit.
I blame the 90s.
Yeah. Fuck you 90s.
Anyway.
When you're low mortgages and
Well,
401ks and savings accounts actually being savings accounts.
yeah, that's fair.
Anyways, moving on to the next subject.
Moving on.
Round 4.
All right, Chris. What's the fourth subject?
The fourth subject is the Rockies. I'm assuming it's Colorado Rockies. It just says Rockies.
I touched the right button this time.
You did. Good job, G.
There you go.
Good job. All right, fuck them.
I like the laugh and the applause at the same time.
Yeah.
So the Rockies.
Yeah.
We are almost done with the season. We're actually going to I think the last home game. I didn't even realize that we're doing that. I'm doing that.
Oh,
with
really?
Heather. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, dude.
Super cheap tickets. You should tell the folks.
I can't, man.
You can't go.
So I was going.
You went quite a bit last year.
I went quite a bit last year. I've been to 5 games this season at the beginning of the season. No, 4 games. Because we went to 1.
Mm-hmm. We went to opening weekend.
Yeah, we went to opening weekend.
Then we went to another one. We've been to 2 this year.
Yeah, we've been to 2. And then I took my family to 1. I think I've been to 1 other one outside of that.
That's wild.
But anyway, and I just can't, man. I like the Rockies, but I'm falling out of like with the Rockies. They're just hard to watch.
How? Okay, so I guess
I do still keep up on everything. Like the people are all pissed off at the Cubs because they lost the series to the Rockies like recently, as of last night, I believe.
Good. Fuck the Cubs.
Yeah, and I'm just like, man, I want to be excited, but also like,
Fuck the Cubs.
I don't want to have any hope.
Fuck the Cubs.
I guess if that makes sense.
No, I get it. So I guess
Because they're not going to make the playoffs. They're not even going to be. They're going to be in last place in the NL West.
so.
There's
Okay.
2 teams that are worse than them that they lost to both of them.
So I guess I'll ask you this, and this is kind of like a two thing for that. One, what do you consider to be a fair weather fan? Because I feel like in situations like this, it's so easy not to watch.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with that question because I got to sneeze. I think. Go for it.
Okay. I guess like when it comes to sports,
There it is. Excuse me.
I would say like if you follow the team from the beginning of the season, regardless of how long you've liked the team, I would still count that as a fan. It's when you get into the playoffs or close to the playoffs where you're like, oh shit, I see like the Dodgers they're in first place right now. I don't even think it's the Dodgers, but whatever. And they're just like, oh, I'm going to start watching the Dodgers. Then I'll count that as a fair weather fan.
Because that's kind of like, okay, so like I'll kind of give my example of like the Nuggets when Coach Malone Coach Carl got fired, and he was coach of the year, and he got fired that year because we lost in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Super excited the next year. I was like, we have a great team, and then Brian Shaw took over, and it just like from like the first game that we went to opening night, it was a fucking train wreck. Like they started losing, and I just started losing interest on the Nuggets. But I would still pay attention to what they were doing.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like looking at their scouting report. I wasn't looking at their draft picks. I was just kind of like,
See, but then that's just
so
you're not
hard to fucking watch.
Yeah, you're just not a hardcore fan, which is fine. You can just be like a casual sports fan.
I'm
That doesn't
pretty
make you
hardcore, but
you are now, but I mean like
So I guess-
hardcore fans like know like that Alex English is like the all-time Nuggets top scorer, but with how many? And
Yeah.
how many is he leading? Like they'll know that answer.
Yeah, I mean, I was still like, I was still like tune in, check in, and be like, oh, like who's like, oh, they got rid of Foy, they got rid of this guys and this and that, you know. But there was like a couple of periods, even when like Jokic got like drafted, I was like paying attention, but I wasn't really like actively watching.
Yeah, so
and then they fired the coach, and that's when I started watching again. So it was kind of like the coach. I protested that.
Yeah, because I've been in and out on the Nuggets. I don't really like basketball. I only really like watching baseball. Yeah. I enjoy watching baseball.
Not this year.
I don't really enjoy. Well, I still enjoy watching baseball.
No,
just not
sorry,
the Rockies.
Not Rockies baseball.
Yeah, not the Rockies. But I've never really enjoyed watching basketball or watching football. So like I just casually watch.
Yeah.
So I've been casually watching the Nuggets for a long time. And then you started dragging me to games. You're like, hey, I have an extra ticket. You want to go? I'm like,
buying the day.
Yeah, I was like, sure, man.
Yeah, so but even with the Rockies, man, like it just sucks because I think it's more of a protest to like the actual owners than it is the actual team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's you look at like there's people that are, and this is why I guess why I'm asking is like I was on Instagram and they were showing that dude, the outfielder who threw like a 125.
Oh, for the Rockies?
Yeah. And everyone's like, oh my God, he has an arm. When are we going to trade him? Which is like the running joke.
Yeah, that's you know like the joke where Primus fans are like Primus sucks, and then not Primus fans are like that is so mean. Why do you say that? They're a good band. I'm like, you're not in the joke, dude. You don't understand.
Yeah, and it's funny because like there was these guys that like I'm sick and tired of these fair weather fans just like talking shit. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about though? Like
you're the fair weather fan if you're not getting the joke.
Exactly. Yeah. And so it's like one of those things where like is it Germán Marquez?
Yeah, the catcher.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Diaz is the catcher. Marquez is one of the pitchers.
No, he's the one that hit the home run.
Yeah, that's Diaz.
As a pitcher?
No. Marquez is the pitcher. Diaz is the catcher.
Sorry, yeah, just all
what?
the
All
Dominicans.
Yeah, I was like all
Dominicans
all
look alike.
Spanish speakers look alike.
All Venezuelans and Dominicans look alike, apparently.
Yeah,
that's where all the Rockies are from. But
yeah, pretty close.
But yeah, so it was like as soon as like he had like a won the All-Star MVP, didn't he?
Yeah, because he hit the more or less like a walk off.
Yeah.
But he hit the winning home run, basically.
Yeah, and everyone is like, "Oh, when are we going to trade him?" I still think it's hilarious, but the biggest thing with the Rockies is that their ownership is just fucking garbage, dude.
Dude, there's a meme that it's like, "Wait, that's not a pitch clock." He's like, "No, that's a count.
How much time you have
that's how much time you have till the Rockies trade you."
That's my thing is like,
but it was more significant than that because the NL hasn't beat the AL in the All-Star game in like
8 years.
A long ass time, and then they won with a fucking catcher who's like okay at hitting, and he just hits a fucking bomb to like have the winning run of the game.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so that's why it was important.
But this is what frustrates me about the Rockies is that they're still trying to celebrate it, and like they have so many more promotions this year than they probably ever have, in my opinion.
It's about same. They're more extravagant this year.
They're like,
but they're
here's a brew fest. Oh, and also there's a baseball game going on. Shit like that. I'm just kind of like, man, I love sports, and it's just hard to watch a fucking home team that just like isn't like it doesn't seem like they're trying. Like the excuses, the whole farm team thing, or like you're building your roster, this and that.
But they've been building their roster since 2017,
since 1995.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So yeah, but I also understand like with the MLB, like to their point too, is like the MLB is a very competitive financial like thing.
Yeah,
and my thing is like if you can't compete with,
and it's not even the MLB anymore; it's Japan. Like Japan is dishing cash to players to go play over there.
Because who's over there right now?
Well, the most notable one was Trevor Bauer.
That's right.
Which he fucked up his ankle, and I think he's done for the season.
Damn.
Yeah, which sucks.
Sitting next to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, dude, he actually did this a month ago. I don't remember, but it's been a minute. Yeah.
And so I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of the Monforts. The Monforts don't have the organization's an interest.
They don't have the desire, because the problem with Coors Field is that people don't go there to watch the Rockies. People go there to watch what other team is there, or they go there to hang out and just get fucked up.
Yeah,
because it's oddly enough, Coors Field is one of the cheapest places to drink in Denver.
Yeah,
which is wild.
Expensive too, which is wild.
Yeah, because you can get $10 tickets, so that and then you go 2 hours before the game is happy hour. You get $5 Jack and Cokes and like $5 drafts or something.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's wild, absolutely wild.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see the Rockies go to playoff and go to an actual playoff game. That'd be such a cool environment to be in.
Yeah,
and I'm just kind of like, wouldn't you make more money that way, anyways? Like if you actually make the playoffs, and like in one playoff series can probably pay for like a month's worth of like
not really, because they sell tickets anyway. And the only reason they'd make more money is because if they go to the playoffs and they're charging more for tickets,
which they will.
But they see, and this is also what pisses me off about sports too. It's like, well, Rockies specifically, it's like you can go so the series with the Athletics tickets were like $30. And then series with like the Yankees or the Red Sox, tickets are like $80 for the exact same seat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, we're going to go see them play. I think that's not the Reds. It's so I haven't seen this team at all this year. But we got right next to where the fountains are at. Like that space area, second row for $5.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I was like, fuck yeah, like why not? So, anyways, that's time. The Rockies
like,
fucking suck. Sell the team.
That's a big ass fly that was on the ceiling. That's why I got distracted.
It's fucking depressing as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... Oh, yeah. Forgot to hit that. Yeah, it's the Rockies, man. It's the Rockies. I didn't expect to get myself so sad in that conversation.
Was that mine? I put that in the head, huh?
Yeah.
It just sucks, man. Like,
does
you know,
suck.
it's like the whole Squidward and SpongeBob, like Squidward looking out the window and you see fucking Avs and Nuggets, like... win championships. The Broncos just won it like less than 10 years ago.
They have multiple championships.
You don't have one.
Yeah.
You made it to the World Series once, which is, I mean, that's a good accolade, but that was also 2007. You got swept, so does it really count?
By the Red Sox.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe next year, but probably not. I think as long as the Monforts are there, we're not going to make any progress. We need someone
Yeah,
that
I
actually
agree.
wants baseball to be a successful thing in Colorado. And that's the thing is, like, I think Rockies culture is probably as big as Denver culture or Bronco culture, but we're just losing that.
Yeah. And also, like, it's hard to have a baseball team in Colorado because nobody wants to pitch here.
You pay them
'Cause
enough, they
they're
will.
just like, hey, man, it's fucking my stats. People just hit home runs here, dude.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Anyways, yeah, Rockies suck. Sell the team. On to the final subject.
Sad.
Final round.
All right, final subject.
Okay.
Brought to you by one of our special guests. It's a
Who knows? We've had so many this year. So many.
so many.
I think we're at over 50 episodes for season 4.
Nice.
Yeah, look at us.
All right, gender neutral things / names is the final subject. So I'm assuming whoever wrote this is kind of like, what are things that like can just go universally?
Oh, by
with
50
anybody?
episodes. I mean 50 videos, not 50 episodes. Sorry. 50 videos.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I'll start off with the first thing I could come up was Jamie. Jamie's a pretty gender neutral name.
Yeah.
I remember the first person I met Jamie was a guy, and then when I met a girl named Jamie, I was like, that's not right.
The last time I met someone named Jamie, their name was Jaime, and they got mad
Well, as they should.
because
Yeah.
it's spelled exactly the
Yeah,
same.
Jaime, yeah, it's a whole different thing.
But like it's spelled exactly the same. I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. I don't have your last name here.
You got to stereotype it for sure. If you see
Yeah.
a brown guy and it looks like it's Jamie, it's probably Jaime.
Yeah. But like I was just reading a name off a list. I was like, Jamie? It's like it's Jaime. I'm like,
Lindsay's another one, apparently.
Yeah, Tracy.
Tracy, yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, there's a few, but it's also like Chris can go both ways, but it's just because it's short for Christopher, Christian, or whatever, Christina. So yeah,
Yeah. I guess I don't really know. Especially gender neutral things.
yeah, I don't know. Like, see, okay, I think this is kind of funny, but like, if you go with like razors, right? They're pretty much the exact same thing,
Yeah, they really are.
and for some reason, like the pink tax exists, and I'm like, how is this fucking possible? It's so wild, man. It's so fucking wild. I don't understand it. Are you just Googling gender neutral things?
Yes.
Okay. But I mean, there's a lot, like also deodorant too. Like, I don't understand why there's men and women deodorant. Are they really that different? They just smell different.
I didn't even look this up. Items?
I guess, man, if you want, whatever you want to do.
Anything green, apparently, for kids.
Oh, that's stupid. You're looking up like baby shower stuff, it sounds like.
Bandanas are pretty gender neutral.
Yes and no. I would say yeah, but I don't know. Bandanas are just weird accessory in general. Just because you can wear it in like 15 different ways and depends on how you wear it shows if you're going to commit a crime or you think you're a badass.
All right, this is
Or
the
a
list I've
cowboy.
got. Uncommon goods bubble tea kit.
What do you just, dude?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, you're just Googling shit.
Portable speaker. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, that's pretty gender neutral.
A toothbrush. That's gender neutral.
It is.
Shampoo, conditioner, water bottles,
I mean, let's start small and grow big, man.
candles,
Trampolines.
glasses. This subject's fucking stupid.
Well, blame the person that wrote it. Don't blame me.
This is so fucking stupid.
Combat boots are pretty gender neutral.
I guess.
If you're goth, yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta wear that
it's like,
shit.
yeah, if you're gothy. Because, like, yeah, what would you wear, like, combat boots for
Chuck Taylors are pretty gender neutral.
outside? They are more so now.
Yeah.
I don't think that was a thing. Like same with like Vans.
Yeah. I'll just say sneakers. Sneakers are pretty gender neutral now.
Yeah,
I'll fuck with that.
But now they have like
Mayonnaise.
now they have like mayonnaise Converse that are like specifically like women's shoes
Or
that have like
high,
that have like a heel on
high,
it, and
yeah.
I'm like, why is there a giant heel on this? But whatever.
A record player. That's
Yeah,
stupid.
a record player?
holder.
Yeah. Okay. Clothes.
Sweatshirt.
Yeah. A hoodie.
I mean, yeah. I guess when it comes to clothes, sweatpants and hoodies,
Yeah.
pajama weather, just onesies. Onesies are pretty gender neutral.
Yeah. That just depends on what's on them. Yeah.
Nah, because if you have a fucking bunny one and you look like the kid from the Christmas Story or whatever it's called.
Oh, you're not talking. You don't. That's not a onesie.
Oh, it's not a onesie.
No.
What is that?
That's just a costume, like pajamas. Yeah, a onesie is like what you put on a baby.
Rompers apparently were pretty gender neutral for a minute.
You remember how they tried to like retcon it and call them romp hymns?
That's amazing.
And I'm like, it's not romp her, it's like romper.
Romper.
Yeah. So if they're just romp hymns, then maybe.
Karaoke's pretty gender neutral.
I guess.
Fuck whoever wrote this subject, man.
Yeah, I don't understand what they were trying to do.
Let's go with some names. Let's see. Tell me if these names can sound gender neutral.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it's kind of weird in itself. Blake.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Avery.
I've never known a dude.
I know an Avery. That's a dude.
Or I don't think I've met a girl named Avery either, though.
Yeah, I don't think I met Quinn.
I've met one Quinn. I haven't met a female Quinn.
Taylor's pretty
Yeah,
neutral.
yeah.
Riley.
Yeah. It's also spelled different,
This
too.
is all white people shit. by
Yeah,
the way.
it's all spelled different, too.
Parker.
I don't know if I've met a girl Parker.
Nah, I've never met a girl Parker. Rowan.
I don't think I've met anyone.
Rowan. ROWAN.
I don't think I've met anyone named Rowan.
Emerson. God, this is so white.
I've met one person named Emerson. Yeah.
Sawyer, Casey, Roy, Logan, Morgan, Sage, Jamie, Ryan, Peyton, Bailey, Robin, Harper.
Harper. I don't think Harper is.
I can see a Harper.
Ah.
It's just not in our friend group.
Yeah. Our friend group is like
Someone in Windsor definitely has a son named Harper.
Harper Michael Gray.
Oh, it's not even just a white person thing. It's like a fucking like middle upper class thing.
Yeah. And like it's like they spell it. I noticed a thing too that was a trend for a while, where like white people would just spell their kids' names all stupid because they thought it was clever. But then you go on the inverse with like just like any like ethnicity that would spell their kids' names all stupid, and it's like, oh, you just don't know how to spell.
Right.
Like, come on, man.
In Mexico, Guadalupe is pretty gender neutral.
Okay.
Or Lupe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty gender neutral.
Okay.
I don't know what else would be gender neutral in Mexico or Spanish.
Guillermo.
That'd be, I think if I were to be female, it'd be Guillermina.
Okay. Yeah, I guess like, but also in like Spanish, it's gendered words. So then it would just kind of change the word in general.
I guess if it doesn't end in an A or an O, you could technically make it gender neutral.
Yeah, because like I've met a dude named like a Margarito, and like I've met a girl named like Margarita, and I'm like, that's the same, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Guadalupe is the only one I can think of. Let me see.
Yeah.
Such a good question. Keep on talking.
There's nothing to talk about. You know what? That's time anyway, so it doesn't matter. That topic was fucking stupid. We need to go through the hat and pull out some of the shitty purple ones.
Yeah, Jory.
You guys are disappointing us guests.
Fuck. Aguilar. Amor. That's weird.
Yeah.
These aren't really names, are they?
I guess not.
Castel. Claudia. Camille. Okay. Dani. I could see Dani. Elia's not, but Gabby? That's not. Madrid.
Well, yeah, I don't know, man. Well, I guess like Gabriel and Gabrielle.
Or Valentin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I mean, whatever. You name your kid whatever you want.
It's fucking stupid.
You wear whatever you want.
We're done. This topic's stupid.
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
That's very true.
Just don't expect others to be okay with it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, anyway, thanks guys for checking out this episode, and sorry that last topic was very lackluster.
I'm going to say it's Jory. Fuck you, Jory.
No, it's...
But also hi to Jory's mom. But also fuck you, Jory.
Yeah. I don't know. That was dumb.
I'm just saying this because, I mean, apparently you guys, I haven't really watched the one where I wasn't in it, and I guess you guys just talk mad shit, so I'm just going to talk shit about Jory.
I think we
Fuck
literally,
you, Jory.
we literally talked shit for like
With
2
your
seconds.
sexy fucking chin
I think you shaved it.
and your piss swing.
Yeah, thanks guys for checking us out.
This is from where we played golf,
Hope to see you Friday.
and everything in golf is piss with him, apparently.
So,
He's like, oh, that
Bye.
shot was piss. That shot was piss.
no, he said I put too much piss on
Oh,
it.
too much piss.
That's actually a good Jory
That was a
impression.
really good
That's a
Jory impression. I
impression.
can never redo that.
Okay, bye. Say bye, G.
I'm trying to do a Jory impression. I can't. I don't know.
You look like you were trying to shoot.
Oh, that's so much piss. All right, you guys. We'll see you later. That's no.
No,
That was just
now
very.
you sound like Cartman.
DVD extras Friday. Check it out. This episode's off the rails.
Goodbye.